Hi, my name is David Sypnieski. I'm the founder and CEO of Athena Intelligence, and I'm going to introduce you to the voice of the acre. While hurricanes, tornadoes, and floods have historically driven majority of catastrophic risks, wildfires have evolved to a point to where they are destabilizing communities and putting at risk critical. While there are a lot of wildfire risk indexes already, wildfires have evolved in their size, frequency, and severity that is far beyond the ability for traditional fire indexes to provide predictive intelligence with any meaningful confidence. Reinsurance capacity is tightened up to the point to where the nation's largest carriers are severely restricting accepting new property policies. This is having a negative cascading impact on property values, home and business lines of credit, and overall land values. Utilities are having to scramble, many of them rural and for the first time, to budget for the creation of wildfire management plans. Athena is coming to this with a unique perspective that is built from decades worth of collective experience from a diverse set of backgrounds, from agriculture to wildfire management, to insurance, to geospatial analytics and machine learning. We've understood how to transform the large volume of index-based, disaggregated spatial data into operationally useful and commercially viable solutions that take organizations from a reactive to a proactive operating posture. Our solution is the voice of the acre. The data originates as dozens of individual layers, data produced by various government and wildfire-related agencies. It is a mechanized process that transforms spatially indexed data into computable format and structure. We essentially generate a unique fingerprint for each 30-meter squared pixel across entire landscapes. This profile contains the combined intelligence from the entire stack of different layers, yet is traceable and explainable down to each layer's pixel. The process starts from the transformation into a specific set of scores and indexes that, when analyzed and back-tested against actual historical events, produces two primary sets of layers. A conditional layer that analyzes the interrelationships between the stack of attributes from wildfire-related conditions such as topography, fuel, and climate, and how the proximity of these combined sets correlate to locations that have both burned and not burned in historical events, as well as a probability layer that utilizes powerful data science methods to produce a probabilistic prediction if a specific location and combination of conditions will be either inside or outside the perimeter of a wildfire, given an ignition event occurring. Combination of these two data sets, the conditional and probability layers, produce a combined wildfire risk profile. These profiles, each of them have a back-tested and validated performance associated with them that is represented through a basic 5-class index. No matter how many fires, how big they are, where they are at the end of each year's fire season, Athena knows that between 68 and 75% of the areas that will have burned will be made up of either high or very high classified profiles, that there will be no more than 5% of the areas burned that are classified as either low or very low, and very low will not exceed 1% of the areas that will eventually burn. So the voice of the acre is able to produce correlative probability predictions across landscapes an entire year in advance, with confidence that at the end of the year, the profiles will perform within a defined set of predicted parameters. As conditions change from year to year, the changes are measured, recomputed, tuned, and updated to ensure that the profiles continually meet their performance parameters. We have currently 9 states, including Hawaii, that are fully profiled, and we've begun to work with our first group of utilities and their supporting service providers to produce the maps and intelligence supporting wildfire management plans. So we're able to quantifiably describe risk in mathematical terms, quantified probabilistic terms, economic terms, but also, and most meaningfully to the everyday person, spatially as well. And not just spatially through historical back-tested analysis, but from near real-time evidence. I'm sure everyone here is familiar with the tragedy that happened in Hawaii at near Lahaina. Unfortunately, my wife and I, who were flying to Hawaii, landed there the day of the event, and it was quite horrible watching the events unfold. It really brought human faces and human stories to the data. The work that we're all doing here at this conference is very important, and it really means it has an impact on real people's lives. And of course, I naturally had to go back and look at, say, what Athena would have fingerprinted. And basically what this information tells you is that if a wildfire were to occur anywhere in that area, that the worst place for it to occur would be in the Lahaina region. The blue parameter represents exactly where the wildfire occurred and where the wildfire perimeter stopped. Notably, Athena had said that it would be stopped if one would occur near the Kandapali beach area, where this could be used to begin to do mitigation or rescue efforts or evacuation routes, etc. So it was just an incredible experience to be able to put human faces and human reality events to data. And of course, naturally, you begin to look at other areas of the world where you wouldn't think wildfires would occur, such as the wettest spot on Earth in Kauai. And sure enough, there are pockets of areas where they're just as bad as Lahaina. So thank you very much for the time, the invitation, the opportunity to introduce you to the Voice of the Acre. There are examples that we have on ArcGIS where you can begin to see more examples. Please feel free to email us with questions, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again.